Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Wanted to go ahead and drop a tip video for you guys today and just kind of talk briefly about how the meta has changed on defense, being a predominantly cover 3 meta and people adjusting out of cover 3 shells, and how you can use that knowledge to build an offense that is criminally slept on, in my opinion, out of the gun bunch wide formation. Now, everybody knows about gun bunch, everybody knows about bunch offset, but you don't see too many people running bunch wide. And with the increased popularity of the Green Bay Packers playbook, you would think more people would look into this. And I think you might see a trend towards the end of this year where you see a lot more comp players in this particular formation. And I just want to kind of like explain to you why I think that is. And overall, you've got a bunch of good plays. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. You have plays like Seam Divide, Z-Spot, Verticals, PA Post has a purpose. You have Branch Return, Speed Dig Out. I know a lot of people like that play. Dig Return's another one. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to focus on how this formation easily attacks cover 3 and easily attacks the meta style defense, right? So for the sake of that, we're going to take a look at Seam Divide, Z-Spot, and Verticals as the main plays here. If you guys want to see me break down this offense in like a full-blown ebook, maybe I drop that in the YouTube memberships, or I drop it in the Discord, or even if we get enough people that want to see it, I'll create a full-blown ebook and throw it up on MaddenDaily.com. So you guys kind of let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you like this style of tip video. And with that being said, let's dive into it, right? So Seam Divide is going to be the play that we're going to come out in. I will be breaking down Z-Spot and also Verticals for the sake of this video. Now, Seam Divide. This is going to be your traditional cover 3 style beater. Now, you'll notice I don't have my zone coverage match on. You can play around with your zone drops. It doesn't really matter what they're in here. Generally, you'll see 30s and 5s, or you'll see 25s. You'll see a lot of people even have started to do flat-out 20s, right? So we'll just go with that. Like I said, we're going to come out in cover 3 here. So just generic cover 3 drop. For the sake of this, we're going to break down just one setup. You can get a lot more creative with this, as I mentioned. But for this setup, we're just going to be taking a look at how we can bomb cover 3. And to do that, you simply just want to block the running back, put the B receiver on a post route. Now, you will notice that this post route is a deeper post. This receiver is not a slot receiver, even though he is in a bunch, right? He is an outside receiver, meaning that he gets outside receiver routes, like a corner route, which is a C route. He gets a post corner. He gets a smoke screen, like deep post, those type of routes that he gets, right? So just know that if you're not using a hot route master quarterback, he would need an outside receiver apprentice to take advantage of this. Now, you will want this going from wide side to short side. Just kind of the nature of how this play works. But we'll go ahead and hike the ball, and I'll show you how it kind of glitches. So, as you can see, you step up in the pocket, throw the post route for an easy walk-in score. Didn't even need to freestyle that one, or freeform that one, I mean. So, just it's an easy bomb. And it's easy because it glitches out the deep safety. So you see this deep half or inside third we have right here. He essentially stops playing the post route because he sees the wheel route being ran by the de facto tight end, right? Because this guy is technically a tight end. He cuts up the field, he peels back, and then he has to respect the wheel route to the point where you can just throw the post in for an easy score. Very easy bomb. You could see how it does not work if you do the same concept going from short side to wide side. See how you can't really get in front of him. So please, when you run this, only run this from wide side, the bunch being on the wide side going to the short side. It's a very quick, very easy bomb to set up. Just step up in the pocket, throw your post route, enjoy your touchdown. So with that being said, next setup we're going to take a look at is going to be Z-Spot. Z-Spot, you will still want your bunch to the wide side. You will want your running back blocked right here, ideally, and the B receiver is going to go on a streak. Now, this is going to be your more traditional way at beating cover threes. This is going to be just a flood route to the point where they are not going to be able to guard that corner without putting him in a 30-yard flat, right? So this has a 20-yard flat. You saw we easily threw right over the top of him. And it's just going to be something that you can do extremely consistently with no freeform or anything really involved. And the reason that it gets so open is, once again, because this player that we are putting on a streak, right, this B receiver that's on the streak, he is out far enough wide to where he's going to pull the outside third, or if they are in a cover four, he will pull the outside quarter. So the corner route is just going to be open pretty much all the time. If for whatever reason they are not setting their zone drops, or if they're setting zone drops to play that far back, you can also use on the initial play we broke down, this little out route. You can use that as a way to attack with a true like dual corner setup. So I know I mentioned we were only going to break down one setup for the plays here. This is the other setup that you can mix that in with. And now if they have those 20-yard flats or 30-yard flats, you can just throw that quick out route. And it treats that whole concept like a dual corner, right? You have a short breaking out route, and then you have a corner route that will go ahead and get over the top of shorter routes. So that being said, now let's take a look at verticals. Verticals is going to be a little bit different in the sense that we will want to run our bomb to the wide side. So we'll want the bunch to be on the short side. So in this case, we're going to flip our play. We got our bunch receivers on the short side of the field here, meaning they're running towards the wide side. We're going to block our running back. B receiver goes on a comeback. And then the A receiver, you want to put on a streak. So your play art will look like this. You can change the X receiver's route if you want to. He can go on a drag. He can go on anything that you want him to go on in terms of to the left side of the field. If you want to put him on a corner route or something like that, you can do that. But what you're looking to do with this is if they're in a cover three, you can see it's an easy, quick-hitting cover three bomb now to a different player. And that's the thing that a lot of people aren't used to when facing an offense like this that has coverage bombs to the B receiver and also the RB receiver. It's just something that your opponent's going to have to, get used to, have to respect. And I feel like when I'm using this offense, most people will generally go to cover two, which then is easily beatable in the sense that you can go ahead and just pepper them with, the dual corner route that I broke down, right? So this setup right here, you can easily beat them with that. So overall, it's really good. It's a easy formation to bomb out of. It's an easy formation to create meta concepts out of. And like I said, we didn't even really get into your, more traditional bunch setups. These are just setups that bomb coverages, right? You can easily bomb cover two as well. And if you guys want to see stuff like that, let me know. This focusing solely on cover three and the general meta coverage shell. But you guys want to see more, definitely let me know. The last thing I wanted to kind of talk about is this Z-spot play. So I mentioned how you can streak the B receiver and that corner route's always going to get open. This route being ran by the X receiver also is always open. And that's the thing that I think makes this a top, 3 to 5 play in the entire game, is the sense that even like an inside third right here, right? So this guy should be playing kind of that middle of the field area, but he can't because he's got the streak that's, far enough out wide that it's going to pull the outside third, but it also pulls the inside third as well. So you can see a nice little window to throw that little S-post